fight fans, so we got ourselves a fight announcement that took place last week. I really didn't get to break it down because it was one hell of a weekend. We had the UFC 284, then we had the Super Bowl. There was a lot going on. So Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush, scheduled for a May fight. I believe it's under the UFC 288. I want to say. I'll get back to you guys on that, but it's scheduled for their next pay-per-view in May, or not next, but the pay-per-view in May. And is honestly, I enjoy this fight. I really love this fight. You know, this is a fight with two high-level grapplers. You got Charles Oliveira, who is the former UFC lightweight champion. He did lose to Islam Makhachev very handily in back in Abu Dhabi in October of last year. This is his first time back. You know, it's a decent amount of time for him to be gone, which is good. You know, it's good for him to rest. You know, he mentioned how they had offered him a fight, but he didn't want to take it against Islam Makhachev because he just wanted time to be away. You know, he wanted time to recuperate. Being a champion sometimes that does have its is advantages and disadvantages. And one of those disadvantages, you're just constantly busy. You're constantly flying from place to place to place, you know, promoting the fight, doing press conferences, talking to this people, these people, that people, these people. It can very much be draining to the human body. So he wanted that time to rest, that time to give himself a break. So it looks like he's training now. He is definitely getting back into his physical shape, and he's ready to go back at it against Beneil Dariush, who is just as dangerous. You know, Beneil Dariush is no punk. But Beneil Dariush is the guy that pretty much was able to do whatever he wanted against guys like Tony Ferguson. You know, he had some high-level opponents back in his day. You know, he recently had a fight on that same card against Gamrot, I believe, and pretty much was able to get a victory over that. He has such a high-level grappling pedigree that's just it's unbelievable. And a lot of people are calling for him to have a shot because they feel like they could get that he can actually give Islam some actual trouble and actual problems on the ground when it comes to the grappling. So that's something that I'm very much looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing how Charles comes back after losing the way he lost. I'm very much seeing and intrigued and very much looking forward to seeing Beneil Dariush and seeing what he's able to do to a higher level opponent, you know, because he's fought some high level opponents, but not to this caliber just yet. You know, he hasn't fought someone like a Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, a Islam, or a Charles Oliveira. Even though he's called for it, there's nothing right there regarding like Beneil Dariush trying to duck these opponents. No. He's actually called for these opponents multiple times. He's actually been a back and forth battle with Dustin Poirier. So he's actually wanted high level opponents before. So now he finally gets this, and now we finally get to see who he really is, how really strong he really is. You know, can he be able to withstand the grappling of Charles Oliveira? Because Charles Oliveira, we already know, is by far one of the best grapplers of all time, if not the best still. You know, even though he did get tapped out by Islam Makhachev, but still, at the end of the day, he still holds the most submissions in the UFC. He's been able to tap out high-level guys. He's been able to knock out guys like Michael Chandler and tap out guys like Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. And, you know, we saw what he was able to do to guys like also like Kevin Lee and Tony Ferguson and so forth. You know, he's had one hell of a career himself. Charles Oliveira I'm talking about. So it is going to be one hell of a fight, guys, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I cannot wait for this fight. And I believe this fight probably should be considered for the number one contendership because we know Islam's going to probably be gone for a while. Islam's going to, I believe he has this Ramadan that he's going to be taking place. I believe it's in May. I'm 100% sure on that one. But he's going to be gone for quite some time. He probably won't be back until, I honestly personally want to say September. But if he's back sooner, that'd be great. But, you know, I do feel like this fight should be the number one contendership because we still got Justin Gaethje versus Fiziev. We still got Dustin Poirier, who doesn't have an opponent yet. And we got obviously the highly anticipated tough coach fight that's going to be happening in probably August, which just so happens to be Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler. So there's going to be a lot of action taking place in lightweight division, guys. A lot of action. But this is going to be one hell of a good fight, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Guys, let me know in the comments on what you think of this fight. Let me know what you're thinking regarding how this fight's going to go. Let me know in the comments, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.